Yeah, I believe in Australia. Australia's made my fortune, and I helped raise my sister in the Australian fashion. I gave her freedom, but I taught her never to dishonour her family. She found a boyfriend. He wasn't an Italian. She went to the movies with him, she stayed out late. I didn't protest. 2 months ago, he took her for a drive with another boyfriend. They made her drink whiskey, and then they tried to take advantage of her. She resisted. She kept her honour. So they beat her like an animal. When I went to the hospital, her nose was broken and her jaw was shut, held together by wire. She couldn't even weep because of the pain. But I wept. Why'd I weep? She was the light of my life. Beautiful girl. Now she'll never be beautiful again. I went to the police like a good Australian, and those two boys were brought to trial. The judge sentenced them to 3 years in prison. Suspended sentence. Suspended sentence! They went free that very day! And I stood in the courtroom like a fool. All those two bastards, they smiled at me. And then I turned to my mother and I said, for justice, we must go to Don Corleone.
Why did you go to the police? Why didn't you come to me first? What do you want me to do?
I want you to kill those pigs.
That I cannot do.
I'll give you anything you ask. But do you really think you have a choice?
We've known each other for many years, and yet this is the first time you've come to me for help, for counsel. I can't remember the last time you asked me to come into your house for a cup of coffee, even though my mother is godmother to your sister. But let's be frank. You didn't want my friendship, and you were afraid to be in my debt.
I didn't want to get into trouble.
I understand. You had a paradise here in Australia. You made a good living, had a good trade, there were police who protected you, and there were courts of law. You didn't need a friend of me. But now you come to me and say, Don Corleone, give me justice. But you don't ask with respect. You don't offer friendship. You don't even think to call me Godfather. Instead, you come into my house and you pull me away on the day of my sister's to be married. And ask me to do what? Murder? For money?
I ask you for justice.
This is not justice. Your sister is still alive.
Then they can suffer as she suffers.
Bonzara. What have I ever done to you to make you treat me so disrespectfully? If you'd come to me with friendship, then these scum that ruined your sister would be suffering this very day. And if an honest man such as yourself should make enemies, then they would become my enemies. And then they would learn to fear you.
Be my friend, Godfather.
Someday, I'll call upon you to do a service for me. But until that day arrives, this justice will be done. Now take me back to my sister's wedding.
Grazie, Godfather.
But know this justice, this revenge of yours, it'll be paid out in full. You just better hope that day never comes.